check that. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Varsity Media Sports Network. We are at Avon High School for the Class D championship game. Today's game between the Alexander Trojans and the Avon Braves. I am Sam Schreier, joined by head coach of Wayne football, Dave Marine. Coach Marine, I am looking forward to this broadcast today. Should be a pleasure.
Thanks very much, Sam. I'm ecstatic. It's a great day of football. A lot warmer than last night's games, I tell you that. And I'm excited because get to see some football that I don't get a chance to see during the season because we're usually playing on the same days. And I'm sick and tired of people always saying about the small schools don't have great football. This is great football. We're going to see a great game between two traditional powerhouses in Avon and Alexander.
Coach, you and I had a chance to speak to the head coaches of both schools a little bit earlier this week and give us a little insight on the game. So why don't we take that and hear from both of the head coaches for today's game. All right, we are getting set for the Class D championship game. It's Alexander and Avon, and we're glad to be pleasure to be joined today by Coach Englert and Coach Sawyer. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time with us this afternoon. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Guys, I'd like to start by just saying, first of all, congratulations on making to this game. Huge accomplishment, just to get to this championship game, especially with everything that's gone down, getting through there with only 4 teams making the sectionals. If you could just tell us a little bit about the journey that's taking you guys here and, how it's gone so far for you.
So I'll let Andy start. Go ahead, Andy.
Oh, great. Thanks, Tim. So, the journey's been just crazy. You think about everything these kids have gone through, going from last year into this year and, not really having an off season. Preparation was a little bit different with doing, these kind of meetings, actually Google Meets. And, we did fun things with Latavius Murray from the Saints. We had Spencer Long from the Bills on with us one night. And then as time goes, you kept on thinking that you were going to have a fall season, and all of a sudden you didn't. And then, kudos to the Section 5 committee and the state organization and just making things happen where all of a sudden you're going to have a season. So a lot of people behind the scenes to be able to let that happen. And, for us, we were just excited to get the opportunity to work together as a team and program. I think it was pretty neat. It gave an opportunity for some different kids to come out for football that you wouldn't usually have. A couple soccer players went out. My football guys, offensive line guys played soccer. Andrew Round played soccer. We had a bunch of guys. I think we had 9 total that played soccer in their program, and we have a few over to us. And and I think that's pretty neat just to be able to come together and have a season. And it's nice to be able to play the last game of the season of 2021. And be able to have that chance to play. So we're just blessed and lucky to be able to have the chance to be involved and work with the kids and for all of our sports programs. And as an athletic director, I've been on the go quite a bit over the last couple of months, and it's been great just for the kids to have somewhat of a new normal and all the guidelines that we had to follow through all of our sports and football, and just to have the chance to to have another week and be involved with them. And those kids don't have next week, and they won't have a chance for our seniors after this weekend. It's your season's going to be done, and I think that's really different for a lot of programs. So I think for us, we just I got a great group that has been very dedicated, and I never deal with attendance issue at practices. Everybody's there, they're involved, and we're just lucky to have great coaches within your program. And then I always feel like you're surrounded by great people that great things can happen. And you look at Section 5 and our football staff and our kids, and we're just lucky to be here. So it's been a fun run, and one more to go.
So I'll jump in there. I think I remember the question.
Sorry about that, Tim.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. I'm laughing because our school district had there was no off-season training at all, no opportunities like that, with the COVID protocol in our district. And I get that, so we couldn't use the weight room. We couldn't go to 7-on-7s, anything like that. The only athletes that could be on campus were the ones in season. So I'm laughing. Andy's saying he had 9 boys playing soccer. We don't have boys soccer at Alexander, but we do have cross country. And our cross country team went from, it's co-ed. So there's a boys team and a girls team, which usually has about maybe 28, 30 kids. So I had 22 football players sign up for cross country, and it pushed the team over 50 kids. So that was the way they could compete at something, push themselves, justify being on campus training. And so since there's so many kids, the district hired another coach. In this case, it was me as an assistant coach to Mr. Buckenmeyer, who's like this legendary cross country coach and a friend of mine. So we were able to train, as cross country runners from September 21st to pretty much till Thanksgiving time. And, it was clearly a new experience. What's an average playing football last, about 6 seconds. And we have, boys out there running, a little over 3 miles, some of them. And like the B level runners were running what we call one loop, which was, about 1.6 miles. So, it was a new experience for me as a coach, and luckily we had great weather in the fall for the most part. And anyways, so then some of those kids, there was no sport after that until I want to say, into mid-January here for wrestling and basketball. And then football came about. We had basically 2 weeks notice. I think I found out around Valentine's Day that we were starting on March 1st. And, we just hit the ground running. I think that first week of March, if I remember right, it was about 10 degrees outside. And so basketball was overlapped, so facility use at all of these schools becomes an issue. There were no 2-a-days for my program. You're squeezing things into a 2-hour window. You're sharing 10 kids with the wrestling team, 5 kids with the basketball program, and just kind of making do, with the kids that can be there. So I had written this down before Andy said it, but I mean, I feel like we're blessed to have a season. His team and my team are heading into our 8th game of the year. We'll take it, and we're very thankful for it. So, in fact, I sent Scott Barker an email today, just thanking him and Section 5 for making this happen. So there's a lot of good people in Section 5 athletics, outside of football. I mean, these ADs, my friend here, the AD here, Rob Adams, just busting their butts since Christmas time. It's nonstop, and we're thankful for the opportunity for sure.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
All right, the end of our national anthem. Sam Schreier, Coach Dave Marine back here at Avon. Coach, that was a really nice conversation we had with those guys. These guys are 2 passionate guys, and it's really nice to learn about what these teams have done during the pandemic season to be able to get ready for games like this and how different it's been.
Definitely a different animal. It's tough enough to get to a championship game, let alone getting through the championship game through all the hoops that they had to go through this year, whether it was dealing without a locker room, sanitizing their balls in their hands in between practices, or just so many different animals they had to deal with, the face mask and everything, and to keep the kids focused, especially prior to the season when the kids didn't even know. I think Coach Sawyer had mentioned he didn't even know until almost a week or 2 before the season started that they were good to go. So all of a sudden you're jumping right into the fire pretty quickly.
So from your experience, on your team, was it the same type of situation for you guys as far as to how you guys were preparing to get ready for the season like this?
Well, our biggest thing was when the fall started and we realized there wasn't football. I wanted them to play another sport. So my quarterback was the backup goalie for the soccer team. A bunch of my guys did cross country. So I thought it was great for them to just be in an environment to compete.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing. And until the weight room was opened, once our district gave us the go on the weight room, we were open in November. We really pushed that envelope to prepare ourselves. So that was the biggest thing, just lifting when the kids weren't playing in a sport.
So, Coach, this matchup, interesting matchup. Both these teams, of course, win last week in the semifinals, both in different ways. The Alexander upset the number 1 seed by winning by 9-7. 3 field goals and then a blocked field goal at the end of the game. And then Avon took out Canisteo Greenwood last week, and they won a little bit more convincingly in that matchup. And they've played already once. 21-0 win for Avon earlier this season.
Yeah, and that earlier game, it's my understanding, Alexander was missing 4 key players in that game. So, as you know, it's high school kids. It's a championship game, and what's unique about this game is everybody knows this is your last game you're ever playing in high school as a senior because there is no state regionals. This is it. So I think that's going to bring up the level. And every point's going to matter, and you got 2 great kickers for both teams tonight.
Should be a good one. Alexander's going to be on offense first. The kickoff goes off, taken out on the right side along the sidelines with a good return back up across the 40-yard line. Morrison on the return there.
This should be exciting with 2 different style offenses in some regards. They both run the ball well. Avon is going to have your spread no huddle, a lot of 2x2 sets and misdirection in the backfield, and Alexander is going to come out with running the ball well and their 2-headed monster with the quarterback and running back and Braden Wood.
Start off in the I, quarterback under center. They motion off to the left side. Kramer with the handoff. Gives it right to Braden Woods. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Stopped by Anthony Woodward. So for a good gain on first down to get it started for the Trojans.
And Braden Woods, number 5, he's fast, he's shifty, 6'2", 170. Ran for 524 yards, almost 7 yards a carry. That play there, counter, what I'd call a counter trap, where they pull the guard and just kick out and they're off shift, and has been a big play for them.
There's a handoff again on second down. Gives it off to Dean, right to the fullback right there. Dean able to push the pile and pick up a first down. So 2 plays and a first down for Alexander. Good play on second down.
Yeah, Devin Dean, number 24, fullback. That fullback trap was great. He's 6 foot, 205. You're not going to take him down with one kid, and he averaged 6.2 yards a carry this year.
Get in the eye. 2 receivers, to the one to the right, one to the left. There's another handoff. Lots of running for Alexander to get started here. Again, their way of the game. That time gives it off to Woods, and Woods is brought down only after about a yard.
That's going to be key, I think, Sam, stopping that counter. That's a big play, and everything kind of feeds off that. You'll see that Nick Kramer eventually will fake that and boot it out, and he'll be looking for number 7, Jacob Laney, the tight end, eventually off that. So they like to really kind of set the tempo with the run game with that play.
Let's see what they're going to do now on second down. This time they're going to go from the gun. In motion. Here's takes a handoff. Now he'll keep it, and he's not going to get anywhere on that one. Right back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard, and it's going to bring up third down. So a little bit different play there from Alexander.
That's a big stop for Avon, because when the running game on the eye starts slowing down to Alexander, that's their answer with the bootleg, but they also answer there with Kramer running that QB counter out of that. So for Avon to make that stop, that was huge.
And they go back under center again, get in the eye. Motion 2 receivers to the other side. Here's the handoff. Even right through, finds a seam. And then he's stopped before he's able to get to the sticks. Woods on the carry. Brought down by a host of Braves tacklers. He gets out to about the 45-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down.
On the Braves this year, they play that 4-3 cover 2 look, but they bring their safeties down hard to stop. And their keys, coach talked about, was stopping the run and containing the QB. And so far, right now, they're doing a good job at that.
Let's see what they're going to do on 4th down. They are in punt formation. Let's see what happens here. There's a high. There they fake it, and it goes right to the up back, and he is brought down short of the 1st down. So a little trickery on the fake punt right there, Coach.
Yeah, I was impressed with that. I was wondering if they're going to try to draw them off sides, but I figured maybe they'd work on field position. I know Coach Sawyer talked about Alexander. They want to kind of control and win the field position, so I was surprised early on that they did fake that. I thought they were going to try to flip the field and kind of punch them inside the 20-yard line. But now we'll see how Alexander responds defensively.
So the Braves will take over on downs, and they're going to start with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback in the gun. Here's the snap and the handoff. They run on 1st down. They fumble on the play. Looks like you land right back on it again, though. On the run was Welch. Welch is able to pick up a couple yards on 1st down, 2nd down, and 8.
Yeah, Thomas Welch is a player for them. 722 yards this year, averaging 144 yards a game.
There's a snap. Another again a run on 2nd down, and again Welch on the carry. Looks like they're content to give the ball to Welch. He's able to pick up a couple yards, brings it across the 45-yard line. It's 3rd down for Avon.
The match against the run is going to be 24 Devin Dean, linebacker for Alexander, finding number 7. That's going to be a great matchup all day long.
And the snap. This time he fakes a handoff, throws, and it's incomplete over the head of the receiver, Volpe. Missed him just a little high, and it's going to bring up 4th down for Avon. So 3 and out right there for the Alexander defense. Good job to respond after turning the ball over on downs, Coach.
Yeah, that was great. Alexander, coach, talked about their keys to defense was just do your job, just trust, don't be there's a lot of deception in that spread no huddle they have with their counters, and just trusting your reads, and they did a great job in that first series. The beauty of the no huddle is you can put the defense on their heels. The downfall is 3 and out quickly. Now you're back on defense.
See what happens. The Braves in punt formation. Punt is off. Nice kick. And a good coverage by the punt team right there. After the immediate reception, he's brought right down. Good job by the Braves special teams right there.
Yeah, I think it was Anthony Woodworth, number 11. That was a big-time play because they looked like they had the wall set up on our sideline here if he caught it to get on the edge. And great kick. As you mentioned, nice height. They gave him time to get down there and make a great tackle on open field.
All right, here we go now. The Alexander's going to get their 2nd chance on offense. Again in the eye, 2 receivers to the right. Here's the handoff. Is it right to the back? Run by Woods, and he's able to pick up about 1.5 yards on the play on 1st down.
Yeah, and defensively, Coach Engler had talked about some of their keys were stopping the run, contain the QB, tackle, and get every player to the ball as quickly as possible. And you'll see their safeties, even though they're playing that cover 2, they're spying the backfield and looking to come downhill pretty quickly. Won't be surprised they come out here. Maybe they throw a little boot here to number 7.
Quarterback now under center. Here's a handoff on 2nd down. Trying to run it right up the middle, and he's stopped by William Greenwood and by number 77, Joe Frazier. Big stop right there on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down and 9 as there's no gain for Alexander.
I tell you, one of the things that Coach Sawyer talked about Alexander on offense was control the line of scrimmage. And the first play, they got some big yardage, but ever since then, Avon's been controlling the line of scrimmage, seeing that it's a 3rd and 9 right now.
Right back under center again, Kramer. Kramer, he fakes it. Now he runs to the right, trying to get to the sidelines, and he's pushed out of bounds. No gain again. Maybe even about a yard there before he's taken out of bounds, and now it's 4th down for the Trojans.
That was great discipline on the backside to just kind of sit home, keep your eyes in the backfield, and know that when he's handing off away, you've got Boot coming back at you, and they did a great job defensively on that in the backside.
So now in punt formation for the Trojans, this will be their first punt. They went for it on 4th down last time. Punt is off as Dean's punt is fielded and then dropped, and then it's landed right on there. Good way for Welch to land on that one before it cost them any issues there.
Yeah, smart decision just to fall on it. It's early in the game. You don't need to make a big play out of that. Great punt by Devin Dean. Came off his foot quick and explosive, and that's important. One of the challenges is to tackle an open space, and for them to have to muff it, that's good for Alexander, because that number 7 for Avon, Thomas Welch, is pretty special in the open field.
From the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Braves. There's a handoff on 1st down. He tried to cut the edge, but Welch was brought down right there. Looks like number 72 was in there, Gavin Smith-Crandall, able to get the stop right there. Looks like a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play, probably about 2. 2nd down and 8 for the Braves. Get in the no huddle. Here's a snap. He throws. It's complete. He's got the receiver right there. Volpe goes the 50, the 45, the 40, breaks a tackle to the 30, the 20, the 10. He sees the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown for the Braves. What a nice play right there, Coach.
That was
put him up.
Great play. Just a curl, just sitting in a soft spot. Alignment-wise, Alexander was in a tough position because there was nobody to cover the 3rd guy and the hook to curl. He caught it, did a great job turning upside, and the beauty is he was patient waiting for his block on the sideline. And we tell kids on defense that don't assume the kid's going to go out of bounds. Don't try to push him. And I think Alexander thought he was probably just going to go out of bounds, and he was able to stay in and right down the line. That was a big play. It
was a big play. He broke about 3 or 4 tackles there as he continued to go. And you're right, they were trying to force him outside and right into the to the out-of-bounds marker. The extra point is up and good for Carson Williams. And 5:14 to go, quarter number 1. The Braves strike on the pass play, and they lead 7-0.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. We'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves, and we bring them back, and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can help you, there's no better feeling than that.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back to Avon. The Braves have just scored a touchdown to get our first points of the game here, Coach, and it was on a pass play to get to put them ahead.
Well, Roman Volpe, number 25, he's had 11 catches, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns already on the season. They don't throw a tremendous amount, but he's one of their main guys, and they got it to their main guy pretty quickly, and he did the damage after that.
So the Trojans are going to look to answer here. They moved the ball well on the first drive. The second drive, they did not. They went 3 and out, so we'll see. 3rd time with the ball for the Trojans. The kick takes a bounce, and it's fielded by Alexander. Back the other way across the 30, the 35, the 40, and he's brought down. Mason bump on the return right there. And good return for Alexander. Let's see this. He takes that bounce. He kind of cut the edge right there. Really missed a tackle, and then he breaks one right there as well. So good job. Good return. Good start, good field position for Alexander. Let's see what they can do with it here. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Another center, Kramer. Gives it a handoff. On first down, give to the fullback, who's able to pick up about a yard on the play.
Yeah, fullback trap. That fullback trap and the counter with the tailback are key. I got to believe that Coach Engler's coaching up his defense all week. That spy the fullback, he'll take you to pretty much 90% of the plays. You know, Avon this year's average giving up on defense 13.5 points, and Alexander giving up on defense 8.7. So it'll be a battle of trying to keep who can keep somebody under 14 points tonight.
Second down and 9. Again, Alexander motions to the other side. There's a snap and a toss. Here they come, and a nice play in the backfield to break it up. Good job by Woodworth to stop that run and take the Trojans back for a loss on the play.
I tell you, that play was won during the week. And, Sam, the reason why is they do that shift. A lot of teams are going to shift over 2 guys or 1 guy just to get a different matchup. Avon was prepped for that. They adjusted. They walked their safety up, walked their safety back on the other side. I got to believe that eventually they'll do that shift and counter back the other way to match that.
See what they do here under center. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Kramer looking. Now he throws across the middle, and it is broken up. Good defensive coverage right there again. The man, and then again is Woodworth, but looks like there's a flag on the play. But are they going to say the ball was tipped, so there's no penalty? Flag is picked up. Good defense by Woodworth. And again, he forces a 4th down for Alexander.
That was a great job by the defense to come through. I didn't know if it was tipped. It was tough to see from up here, but had real tight coverage. Might have came a little early, but the fact that it was tipped allowed him to wipe that flag off.
So from the near hash, they will attempt to punt again. Gets the punt off, goes out of bounds. It's not going to get very many yards here. Let's see where they put it. They do at the 45-yard line as the punt goes out of bounds. And that's where the Braves will take back over again. So good job again by the Avon defense to force that 3 and out again for the Trojans.
Well, this would be key to see how Alexander responds a little bit. Body language is changing a little bit already on Alexander, especially after that punt. But they got a great defense, and it'll be interesting to see. I think they're going to be bringing Devin Dean pretty quickly on the defense to bring some pressure, and here he comes.
Here's a snap again to throw. He throws long. He's got a receiver. He just overthrew him. Incomplete. Good try. They tried on first down to Volpe and just overthrew him. Second down and 10.
Yeah, having Devin Dean come off the edge a little bit, number 24 for Alexander, I think helped speed up him wanting Roman to get rid of that ball a little bit quicker than he wanted to.
Bryce in the gun. How's his motion man? Hands it off. Gives it out to the wide receiver, Roland, on that jet play, and it gets out to about the 50-yard line before he's brought down on the play by Gavin Smith-Crandall, and it's 3rd down for Avon.
And Richard Bryce at quarterback has done a great job just managing the offense. I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, Andrew Rowland was their starting quarterback and got hurt with a leg injury. And anytime you lose your starting quarterback at the high school level, it's pretty impactful. And for them to be in the championship game, it's the old thing, next man up. So
That's
guys
right.
are responding well.
So they had a hold on that last play there to take him back 10 yards from the spot. So we're going to do it again on 3rd down. This time on 3rd down, there's a fumble on the play and quickly landed on and recovered by Avon, Roman Volpe. So the Braves are now in 3rd and long as Alexander hoping to force a punt here from Avon.
I like that play call because you just get a holding call. You're backed up more. That's probably going to allow the defense to pin their ears back and come up. And that double handoff, I think if he would have got it cleanly, that might have been a pretty big play.
Braves looking for the play call. Coach Engler looking around. There they go. They're checking their wristbands, and we're going to get set here. It's 3rd down and about 22. Bryce takes the snap. He's back to throw. He does. He throws over the middle. He's got a receiver complete down the sidelines to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown on 3rd and 22. A touchdown for Avon. Volpe again. Look at that. It's 13-0 Avon.
That was great. They're cover 3. You got the corner on the backside going with the other receiver. He comes across. They were setting up to cover the curl on the trip side like they ran the last time. What a great play call. Get it to the kid that's been special for you all day long. He just matched his season TD catches with 2 today already.
Amazing that they get them backed up like that, and they've completed 2 big pass plays to put them in business. And they are now up 2 scores. At the extra point is good. 2 minutes to go. First quarter from Avon. It's the Class D championship game. Alexander and Avon, the Braves in the lead on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
All right, welcome back to Avon. 14-0 Braves. Coach, 3rd and 22. The Braves able to get another long touchdown.
Yeah, what a big play. Again, going to your playmaker in the air to Volpe. But we just got done talking about Richard Bryce. Wasn't the starting quarterback the whole year long. He comes into probably the biggest game of his career, and he's already thrown 2 touchdowns. That doesn't give you confidence, and your running game has been your strength this year long. So now it's going to be a challenge, Alexander, but the best way to respond right now is get great field position and establish something on offense.
Here's the kickoff. Again, a good kick there. It's going to bounce, but actually it will go out of bounds. So you just missed the end zone by about 2 yards. So now if you're Alexander here, Coach, are you going to just want to take this ball right at the 35-yard line and get going, or are you going to have them re-kick this ball?
Well, it'll be interesting to see, and it looks like they've already made that decision to just take it from the 35 and go. But with their playmakers back there, it's kind of a flip of a coin what you want to do. But 35 is a good spot to start.
All right, so the Trojans is going to keep with their game here, down by 2 scores. 1:59 to go, first quarter. Kramer under center. Here's the snap. And he fakes. Oh, look at that. There's a fake right there, and it's almost intercepted. He dropped it at the last second. Mariani was right there as he kind of threw from from kind of a strange angle, a little over his shoulder there, and Mariani almost intercepted that one.
I love the play call coming out. Everybody really over pursued. He was open early, but with the bobble ball back there, Morrison tried to get it off, and as he got hit, just like you said, throwing off the side and getting hit at the same time, and that could have been disastrous because if he picked that, he was going to the house.
So Alexander avoids danger right there, and now it's 2nd and 10, just an incomplete pass. Kramer in the gun. Here's the snap. Gives it off to the back, who pulls it through the line, gets a good little push at the end there. Dean able to pick up a few yards on the play. It's 3rd down for the Trojans, gain of about 3.
Number 71, Carter Frank on the D-line, 6'5", 360.
Big boy.
Was on that. And that's what you need to stop Dean, who's 205 pounds at 6 foot.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans. They need a first down here, have to sustain a drive, not want to give this ball back to Avon now. There's a little screen pass, and it's blown up in the backfield. Good play by the Braves. Will Greenwood in to blow up that play right there. and drive the Trojans back for a loss, and the Trojans are going to have to punt it again, Coach.
That's a great play, and that's the beauty of the cover, too. You got help over the top, so when they throw a bubble, your linebacker can really kind of pin his ears a little bit, and if you miss him, he knows he's got help over the top.
All right, so the Trojans going to punt again. High snap. It's caught cleanly, though. There's a punt is off this time, and again, it's a short punt. Goes out of bounds at about the 38-yard line, so again, this field position battle being won by the Braves. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, and the Braves going to threaten to go up 3 scores here.
Yeah, it's tough to stop an offense that's moving the ball well, but when you're giving them, 50-yard, 60-yard starts, and now you're giving them 38-yard start, that puts a lot more pressure on the defense. They're going to need to respond here with a big play.
In the shotgun, Bryce hands it off right up the middle with a nice little run on 1st down. Gave it right to Tom Welch. Welch able to pick up a few yards, brought down by Spencer Wheaton.
Tom Welch is scary. If he gets to the linebacker level, he's gone. He's quick. He's fast. And it was a great trap play, that first one, a shoestring tackle stopping a big play.
So 1st down, they're able to pick up those positive yards, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We have played 1 quarter from Avon, the Class D championship game. It's the Avon Braves 14 and the Alexander Trojans nothing. We'll be back for 2nd quarter action in a moment on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
McCarthy. He's got he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
All right, it's time for the 2nd quarter. Sam Schreier, Coach Dave Marine. We are at Avon. It's a Class D championship game. Folks, glad to have you along on a actually very nice Saturday afternoon. After last night's snowy, blowing, whatever it was, it's gone now. So it feels like spring today, so that's good. So here we go. On the direct snap, it's taken right by Thomas Welch, and he's going right down to the 15-yard line. Finally tackled on a shoestring tackle right there, brought down by Connor Hollins at the last second, and another 1st down for Avon.
More and more high school programs are doing that. The Wildcat run the same formations you're doing, but now you put your best player in the position to take the direct snap. Now it makes it a lot tougher to defend because now he can ride the running back through.
It looks like they're going to do it again. Here he goes again. Welch on the carry this time only able to pick up a few yards on the play. It's about a gain of 1 or 2.
And Richard Bryce is coming back in now, so I expect him to go back to the QB and put Welch back in the tailback spot. And now you got to defend a little pass. I expect them to possible a boot action here.
Got more yards than I thought on that one, so a 4-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 6 from the 10. Here's the snap again. Again handed off. Tried to cut the left side, and he's breaking tackles as he goes, and then finally pulled down before he gets to the goal line. Good job right there by Volpe. He's done it on as a receiver and this time as a runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 2nd down.
Well, what's unique about that, Sam, is quarterbacks love that play because it's called the jet sweep. So he actually, some of them hand it off, but since he flipped it forward, actually goes in his past stats.
Pass, yeah.
So
yeah.
they love it because it's going to be a short pass, and he's got potential to get some big yards.
First and goal for the Braves. They go right to the end zone and stopped before he gets to the goal line. As a handoff from Bryce to Welch. And again, he's stopped on the play by number 24, Devin Dean. So good job right there. It's second and goal now.
Yeah, Devin Dean's going to have to, I know the last 2 punts he struggled a little bit, but he's doing a great job on defense. He's going to have to try to create a turnover here.
Snap to Bryce. Hand it off, and he slips. He slips right there. He got tripped up. It was given to Welch, and he's tripped up before he's able to get to the end zone. So he does get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's third down and goal from the 2.
That was Devin Dean right in the backfield tripping him up. They're going to be bringing the house here and just hope to stuff it. I expect Bryce probably quarterback sneak maybe.
And there it is, quarterback sneak. He gets the last push. He's able to get across and in for the touchdown. Coach, you called it. It's a perfect play to do right there.
Well, it's easy to make that call up here than it is down there, right? But, you know, you're in that short yardage as a coach. You like to do that because it's one less chance of a mishandle. With Devin Dean almost blowing that play up in the backfield, the last thing you want to do is give up any more yards.
So now a 3-score lead for the Braves. And here's the extra point. It's up, and it is good. 21-0 Braves. 9:30 to go in the second quarter. The Braves have been doing pretty much anything they've wanted so far on offense, Coach.
Yeah, you know, and if anybody's going to bring him back in this game, Coach Sawyer will. He's well respected in their program by his kids. And I know right now he's talking on how to listen, seniors, this is your last game you're ever going to play a high school football, so leave it all on the field. A lot of football left. You know, I think they'll respond. They're going to have to respond because down 21-0, they can't afford to give another one up.
So the Trojans are going to get a chance here. And, again, we were talking before. Their strength is their running game. They don't really have their strength is not the passing game. So they'll want to stay in their game. At this point in time, they probably still can run the ball, but they're going to have to put up some points.
Well,
staying a drive at this point, too.
I agree. And they've been getting good field position on special teams. They got a pretty decent return, a couple kick returns back. So if they could do something here on special teams, that could send a message to their offense a little bit.
Here's the kickoff, and it's a nice little return right there. Or tried to cut the side and then hold right down. Tried to bring it back. It was Connor Hollins. And he was pulled down on the play. Welch right in there on the stop, too. So,
yeah, Devin Welch doing it on both sides of the field. Tackling here on special teams and getting it done on offense. So this would be a big opportunity here for Alexander to respond.
At the 23-yard line, it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Roland under center. Motions to the other side. And a handoff on first down, given right to the back there, taken by number 5, Braden Woods.
And a great job by Avon again, adjusting to that tight end shift and kicking everybody down on the D line and walking the one safety up and walking the other safety back. Basically, almost what we call a banjo, kind of going from your cover 2 to your cover 3 look.
The second down and about 9 for Alexander. Desperately trying to get some stuff going on offense. Let's see what they do here in the gun.
Look for Kramer to keep it here, possibly.
There's a snap, and it's given off to Morrison, who tries to cut it to the left side, and he's stopped on the play by number 3, Michael Rowland.
Great open field tackle. You know, when you get to this level in the championship game, the teams that are successful on defense are the kids that can tackle in space.
So it's 3rd down and 6, an important 3rd down here for the Trojans with 8 minutes to go in the half. Let's see what they do. Back into the eye again. Here's the snap. Now he's looking to pass. It's to the left and incomplete. No receiver there. And he's able to throw it, and it goes incomplete at the 30. And again, the Braves defense forces a 4th down. So good job again by the Braves defense.
That was a good job. I thought he had Morrison open early, and I don't know if he couldn't get out of the pocket to see him over his lineman in time, because he did have him broken open on the corner route. But by the time he got out to the edge, it was too late. Need a big punt here by Devin Dean this time.
See what happens. They've given the Braves pretty good field position the last 2 times they've had it. So let's see what happens. Dean with the kick. It is a good kick this time. It bounces, and it's going to be poison there and out of bounds. And for where they were, very good punt right there. Down about the 38-yard line. It's going to be taken 1st and 10 for Avon. So the Braves have scored the last 3 times they've had it, Coach. And now let's see what the Alexander defense can do. Let's see if they force a stop here on this play.
Yeah, Alexander's almost their best offense right now is going to have to be a defensive touchdown, defense score. They've only given up 52 total points on the year, averaging 8.7 points a game, and already down 21-0. So they've got to respond here defensively. They've had 7 interceptions and 6 fumble recoveries this year, so this would be a great time to create one.
Coach, they've given up 52 points in the year, and they lost one game to Avon early in the year, 21-0. So there you go. In one game, they gave up 21. So, yeah. Here's a snap. It's a handoff right through the middle. He cuts right over the 50-yard line, and a big run on 1st down again for the Braves. Welch right through the middle of the defense. Good job on 1st down.
Great play call by Coach Engler. Same kind of counter trap they ran earlier, but this time they give a little eye candy with a jet motion in front, and did a great job. Nice play call.
Now on the gun, Bryce. Receiver motions, hands it off. Again, given to Welch, who's able to pick up a few yards on 1st down.
Yeah, same look there, just going the opposite way. Run the jet motion with Volpe, run the counter, the trap back the other way. What happens is the linebackers, Devin Dean, who's been making plays in the backfield, now he's got to kind of freeze a little bit and delayed, but he's just got to trust his reads and read the guards, because they'll take you to every play.
Here's a snap, handoff to Welch. They're content with just handing it right off to Welch every time, and he's moving through, brought down on the play by Matthew Jason. He's able to get a stop right there, but not before a 1st down for the Braves.
Yeah, nice inside zone play. It's a one cut play.
And a flag on the play as they may have drawn off the Trojans there.
That's a great job. I think it was a kill call all the way. You got a kid like Devin Dean who's been making plays in the backfield. They kind of keep him on his heel with the eye candy with the Jets motion, and now they do a long count. Now you're going to see him sit back on his heels a little bit longer now.
So they pick up 5 yards on that one. It's 1st down and 5. Little reverse right there by Avon, and it's a good defensive coverage on that play. Michael Rowland tried to cut the side. Here it is. They won one, and they run the reverse, and it's blown up right there by number 5 for Alexander, Braden Woods on the stop.
Love the play call. Coach Engler is throwing everything in the kitchen sink at him right now and making him play, and Alexander responded well with that, staying home and being disciplined.
So no gain on the play. 2nd down and 5, maybe about a loss of 1. 2nd down and 6. Here's a pass. Here's a screen pass right to the wide receiver screen right there. And good coverage by Alexander. Not before Carson Woods is able to get close to the 1st down. And let's see what happens, because there's a flag on the play.
Well, it'll be interesting here, because he's going to say pass interference, but the ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage, so there's not going to be pass interference. They're going to have to wave it off, and that's what they're doing right now.
And they do. They do wave it off. So this is going to be, it's going to be about a 1 yard short. Nope, and it's enough for a first. So they did get to the sticks there. So good job. Good job for Avon to pick up the first down.
And again, Coach Engler, just every play is attaching to a different play. In other words, everything's based off that running back trap. They did the eye candy with the jet motion. Now they run the bubble pass off the fake trap.
They snap it to Welch, who throws it himself. Another nice play call for the Braves. It's passed off and completed to Woodworth. And good job for Avon again.
Nice play. Put him in a sprint out package. Gives Richard Bryce an opportunity to run it if he wants to. I got to believe they're coming right back with Welch, some type of trap possibly.
Bryce in the gun. There's a snap. And it's nice handoff right to Welch, just as Coach said. And it's taken right up the middle. And again, a nice little gain on second down.
I tell you,
stopped by Stu Ulrich, by the way, on that play.
Yeah, you know, Sam, it's tough. I mean, they're throwing everything at them, and now they're starting to walk up and almost go, kind of walk their safeties up and play a little bit tighter, even though they're in the cover three a little bit. Now they're going to put their eyes in the backfield a little bit more.
Bryce takes a snap. He throws. Got a receiver, and it's complete. To they're going to say he did catch it, but he was down. Is that what they said?
Yes, it looks like so. What a great play call! Everybody was coming hard. They just ran that jet motion. They were running trap out of that before, and everybody came up and left the receivers wide open down the field.
Complete to Volpe right there. Another first down for Avon. Actually, looks like it's going to be right at the stick. So second and very, very short. Second and less than a yard.
Like for Welch on a trap the other way.
Here it is. Give it right to him, and he's able to get across the line for a first down. So Welch picks up another first down. And on the stop 72 for Alexander, Gavin Smith Crandall.
And Alexander right now, they can't guess right now. I mean, Coach Engler is doing a great job. Everything's clicking on all cylinders right now in offense.
So first and goal now for the Braves from the 6-yard line. 2:40 to go in the first half.
Welch is at quarterback, so look for a Wildcat keeper.
Here it is. Welch does take it. He tries to go to the left side, and he then cuts back the other way, gets to the goal line, and in for the touchdown again. Wow.
Well, you know, Sam, that's, you know, what we talked about earlier, the downfall of the no-huddle. If you're 3 and out, you're in trouble because now your defense is back on it. But the beauty of the no-huddle is when things start going, they start clicking because now the defense on the heels, now a little bit tired, and on the coach's side, you can't sub as well, especially once you get inside that 30 and 40 because you can't get guys in fast enough because they're going too fast.
And everything they've ran so far has worked for them. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And it's a 4-score lead now for the Braves. It's 28-0, 2:29 to go in the first half on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Sam Schreier, Coach Dave Marine from Avon. It's the Class D championship game. All Braves so far. 2:29 to go in the first half. That last drive was a thing of beauty right there for the Braves, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was textbook Coach Engler's offense there. You know, basically everything attached off the trap, the running back trap at Welch, whether it was the jet motion look or whether it was the jet sweep out of there, whether it was the reverse out of that, whether it was the fake the trap and throw the bubble. And then all of a sudden now you end it by putting Welch into the quarterback, and now what do you do? That was textbook drive.
Here's the kickoff. Fielded by the Trojans. They try to cut up field and again brought down on special teams by a host of tacklers for the Braves. Good job on special teams again for Avon.
Definitely doing a great job on the kickoff. The last thing you want to do is you score is give up a big return. Getting a nice high kick helps. You got two great kickers on both teams, and right now Avon's controlling it with the field position.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line for the Trojans. Trying to get something going here before halftime.
It looks like Morrison's in the quarterback position.
Yep. Takes the snap. Oh, and he's tackled immediately by two big linemen right there for Avon. And on the play, Carter Frank. He drew that one. Good job by the Avon defense.
Yeah, and I don't know if Kramer was out wide on that. I can't see far enough to the sidelines right now, but I don't know if Morrison. I haven't seen him if he can throw the ball well or not. But when you get an athlete back there, it can be a challenge.
Morrison again in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Tries to find some room. Now cuts down to the other side. He's being pursued nicely, and now he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Good job right there. He was grabbed onto by Volpe, waited for his teammate to help him on the tackle, and he's able to take Alexander for a big loss on the play.
That was a tremendous job by Volpe on the backside. You're taught when the play goes away from you, if you're going to chase, get as deep as the ball carries over, reverses field, or there's a reverse, you're there. And he did a good job because there was nobody beyond Volpe if he gets that edge.
So timeout by Avon here with 1:22 to go in the first quarter. And leading 28-0.
Good timeout call by Coach Engler here. Still a lot of football left, and you want to still continue to coach right until the half is over. Got an opportunity if you stuff them here, get great field position with some time on the clock, and they'll still have two timeouts unless they use one on this punt if they stop them here.
So, Coach, if you're Alexander at this point, down 4 scores and really you haven't been able to move the ball much at all, what's the thought process here? What are you going to tell your guys as we move forward to keep them focused and at the task at hand here?
I just think the mental piece is letting them know that, hey, there's a lot of football left. And you go one quarter at a time, one half at a time. And if they go in at halftime and it's 28-0, still say, all right, they got that half. Now it's our job. The second half starts 0-0, and that's put more than 28 the second half. And just trust what got you to this point.
Morrison in the gun. After the timeout, hands it off. It's given to Dean. Dean tries to cut the left side, and he's able to pick up a few yards on the play. They get some of that big loss back. And I think Avon's going to take another timeout here.
Dean's your horse. Give him the ball, let him do something at that point. There's no sense in trying to throw it. They're going to be playing deep. They play a cover two. Just get some yards and work the clock a little bit. At this point, it's great to get a first down, but the main thing is you don't want to get them the ball back right away.
So on third down, they're not able to gain very much more, but Avon's going to try to put themselves up 5 scores here before half. And minute 13, Coach Engler using those timeouts up before he gets to halftime.
Yeah, and with their system and no huddle, it's already built in for that 2-minute offense. So these kids are going to be in their comfort zone on the Avon side if they get a good return here, and they've got one timeout to work with. They got the offense to do it.
All right, when we start play again, it'll be 4th and 9 from the 27 for Alexander, and the Trojans will be in punt formation. And the Braves getting the ball back after the timeouts. Dean to punt. His last one was pretty good, so let's see what happens here. This one off. It's going to wobble around and bounce. It's going to take a big Alexander bounce. It's going to roll all the way back past the 30-yard line and finally whistled down at about the 27-yard line. So good punt for Dean. Good job to get the Braves back there.
Well, it couldn't have been any better of a punt. Not only did it work the clock for about 10 more seconds because of the roll, it didn't allow Welch to get the ball in space either. And I think, Dean had a great punt, the first punt, and then the next two. And I'm sure all week they coached, listen, we don't want him catching the ball in the air. Let's try to punt it out of bounds. But that was a big punt there.
All right, let's see what the Braves do here. Up 28-0 before half a minute to go.
Look for a screen.
Here's the snap.
There it is.
Here's the snap. There it is. It's got a man. He's got a receiver, and beautiful. Nice little screen play, and it's taken by Welch again, making all the plays for the Braves. And out of bounds, and another. It looks like another first down for Avon.
And great heads-up play by Mr. Welch to recognize the situation, get as much as he can, and then get out of bounds so they don't have to use that last clock.
First and 10 for the Braves at the 38-yard line.
Playing a cover 3 Alexander, so the curls will be open.
Here's a snap, rolls to his right. Bryce looking to throw it. He does. He got a receiver, and it's complete to Greenwood. And finally taken down on the play by number 21, Connor Hollins. And another first down for Avon. So the Braves on the move, already up 28-0, threatening to add on.
They'll probably do the same thing coming back this way.
Here we go, back the other side. There's another throw and another incomplete. It's intended right there for Dylan Smith, and it's second down and 10.
And I tell you, that would have only been a few-yard catch, so it's almost best that he didn't catch that because they would have had to use a lot of clock or they would have had to spike it. So giving up 5 yards and incomplete is not a bad thing for them.
Second down and 10 at the 44 for the Braves. In the gun. To pass again. He's done again. Finds a receiver. It's complete to number 83 for Avon, Hudson Volpe. And another first down for the Braves.
And this is the challenge. You play a cover 3. You don't want to do something you don't usually do, but you don't want to give up anything big, so you're going to give up that curls for quite a bit. They're just going to dink and dunk them at this point.
Here's a snap from the gun, throws, and complete to the other side. Complete to Roman Volpe. So Volpe's making plays for Avon. Clock continues to move. Second down and 6. And again, he spikes the ball and stops the clock. Coach, that's about what you said before. This time they did get the completion, but it cost them some time, because they were only able to get a few yards on the play.
Right, and knowing that you only have one timeout, you don't want to waste it. And you've got a great kicker in Carson Williams, lefty, who's kicked a few field goals during the season. So you want to save that timeout for then.
Here's a snap. Bryce back to pass. He throws into coverage, and it's intercepted. Big interception for Alexander. He was watching the quarterback the whole time, and Connor Hollins comes up with the interception and forces the first turnover for Avon.
That is a big play for Alexander because they can use that fuel for fire going in a half, with that response, with their, the challenge in that. And that's there's nothing wrong with that ball. The problem is when you're on the left hash trying to throw that distance, that corner route all the way over. But you can't fault Richard Bryce at all. He's done a great job, not even being the starter the whole year, to had a great half.
So Alexander denies Avon points before half after getting the interception. And like Coach said, they will hopefully take that momentum into the second half. We've played one half from Avon. It's the Braves 28 and the Trojans nothing. Sam Schreier and Dave Marine with you. We'll be back for second half action in a little bit. This is the Varsity Media Sports Network.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
The beautiful thing for me getting into this profession is the ability to work and to get to know patients, establish that rapport, that relationship with the individual. You see them go from where they start, you get to know that person, they become a part of your life, you become a part of that patient's life, and then you see them improve. I always tell the people that I work with and the patients that I see, nobody wants to be injured, nobody wants to be hurt, nobody wants to have to go through rehabilitation. So to make that environment a friendly environment and a welcoming place for people to come in and want to be a part of, because experiencing that Lattimore way where you actually maybe want to go to therapy and want to get better, it makes a big difference.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Muggs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/Muggs & More to see the many options and place your order today.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Baker. He's got one man to beat. He's going to do it. 15, 10, 5. It's a touchdown. Rashawn Baker. Here he goes. Breaking in the secondary. He could go again. Nice cutback, and he's going to go. Another touchdown for Rashawn Baker. Baker. Oh boy, this could be another one. All the way, Rashawn Baker. That one's going to be a 60-yard touchdown run. And like I said, he might get to 1,000 today, Jim Andre. His third touchdown on the day, Rashawn Baker.
It's not play action. There it is, going long. Man, open, touchdown! Touchdown, Canandaigua. That's number 7, Jackson Grant.
Nolan Smith.
Cameron Mesh under center, and he will hand it off, and those legs are moving. Connor Mesh to the 20, the 15, 10, 5, bacon, touchdown, touchdown, Spencerport.
Lee Joyce.
Breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle, makes another move into the end zone, touchdown, touchdown.
That again, hands off to Wiseman, cuts off through the middle of the field. He's the safety. It's now a foot race. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and he's in, touchdown.
And it's blocked by number 24, Devin Dean. That will send the Alexander Trojans to next week's championship game against Avon.
Wow, what a play.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Craig Murphy. There's you.
What a move!
And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got. Oh, he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside!
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
Welcome back to Avon. It's the Class D championship game. The Avon Braves and the Alexander Trojans. And as you see there, Braves with the 4-score lead. Sam Schreier and Coach Dave Marine with you. And Coach, first half thoroughly dominated by the Avon Braves.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't see this coming, but those two big touchdown passes early forced Alexander to respect the pass, and then after that drive that Avon could do no wrong, running the ball with Welch and doing what they've been doing all year long. Running the ball behind their big O-line was huge. And this second half is going to be a challenge for Alexander. Offensively, they've averaged 19.7 points a game, and they're down 28 now, and they're kicking off to Avon to start the second half.
All right, so the Braves are going to look to extend the lead. They were driving to try to get a 35-point lead heading into half, but the Trojans were able to get an interception. So making a play on defense was Alexander, and they kept Avon off the scoreboard. So let's see if they can try to build on the momentum right there. And the kickoff immediately is going to bounce around and go out of bounds, and just like that, a penalty to start us here in the third quarter.
And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that because Welch, being one of the returners back there, I'm sure all week long they were coached up that, listen, we're not kicking it deep to him. The last thing you want to get his speed and space. So give up a little of the field position and, you know, hopefully Alexander can respond. They've created 13 turnovers this season, and this would be a perfect time to create another one.
All right, here we go. Third quarter, first play of the second half. And they start in the gun. Bryce will take the snap. And there it is. Hands off right away. Nice job on first down. And good tackle right there to prevent a big gain. Michael Rowland on the carry. And it's going to be a gain of 5 on the play and second down and 5.
I like the play call. 2 backs, a little misdirection, and they're running away from Devin Dean, number 24, and Alexander.
Second and 5. Rice takes the snap. Their handoff on the play again. This time it's stopped right at the line of scrimmage right there as Rowland again was carrying the ball. There's a host of Trojan tacklers in on that stop.
And they ran away from Devin Dean, but he's such a playmaker. He actually came from behind on the backside as an outside backer to make that tackle. He's an impressive young man. He's going to have to create something for them on defense. This is a huge third down play for Alexander.
On 3rd and 5, another run. Oh, well, he faked the run. Then they pass out to the left side, and it's complete. Look at that. Breaks and tackles all the way. He's going to go right down the sidelines and finally pushed out of bounds. Big pass play completion on the fake. They faked the run, and Alexander fell for it, and he was wide open. Volpe, who took it right down the sidelines for a big gain.
Great play call. A little jet motion coming across. Forces them to kick over their linebackers in that cover 3, but respect that it was a 3rd and about 5, so they had to respect the run with Welch and a little boot action and get it to your player in space in Volpe.
Bryce takes the snap. He gives a pitch off to Volpe, who tries to cut off the left side, and he's brought down by the Trojans before a big gain. Stopped on the play by Devin Dean. So they went to his side that time, and it's 2nd down for the Braves.
And I tell you that Avon's going to put their trips to the field to try to create more space, and I expect them to run that trap with Welch probably to the left.
Takes a snap. Hand out to Welch. He tries to get through the goal line, and he's brought down right before he gets there. Another nice little gain right there.
That's such a tough play, Sam, to stop because you got to respect the spread. So a lot of people usually put their D tackles into a 3-tech in the guards. Well, what that does is it leaves the center free to go onto a linebacker.
2nd down and goal. He goes to the end zone. He's in for the score. So Thomas Welch takes the handoff right into the end zone, and now the Braves lead it 34-0.
Great play call there. Everybody was they were bringing the house for the inside to respect that inside trap. They run an outside zone, and all they had to do was seal the edge, and he pretty much walked in.
So they'll try to complete the extra points. And it's up, and it is good again. So everything going right for the Braves. They are leading 35-0 now. And Alexander will get their first shot of the second half on offense. And they're going to have to make something happen here in a hurry.
Yeah, I tell you, that's not the start that Alexander wanted. The first 2 plays was exactly what they wanted. They put him into a 3rd down. And we had talked about it before that 3rd down play. That 3rd down was huge for Alexander. They need to stop. Not only do they not get a stop, they give up a huge play. They got their hands full, being down 35-0 now.
So we'll see if the Trojans offense can muster up a few first downs, sustain a few drives, and try to slowly creep away. But they've only been able to stop the Braves about 2 times today. And the Braves have cashed in on any mistakes that the Trojans have made so far.
I'd tell you, be interested to see if Alexander does something tricky here. Every time Alexander's got the kick return, if I'm not mistaken, it's been Con Howens. It's been returning. Maybe they do a reverse, trying to something to spice it up a little bit here, because they need to get themselves in great field position, try to get on the board here.
Braves to kick off. Here it is. Line drive kick. It's fielded at the 25-yard line by the Trojans. Tries to cut it to the right side, and he's pulled down before a big gain. Another good special teams play for Avon. And again, the Braves continue to do all the right things, Coach.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They both programs are coached up very well, but the special teams has been tremendous on their kickoff coverage.
So they're going to start at the 26-yard line. Alexander has it 1st and 10.
It'll be interesting. They ended the half with Morrison in a QB position to see what they do, but
and this time it's under center. They are back to Morrison again. Morrison with the handoff. Gives it to Braden Woods. He's able to pick up a few yards on the play. Stopped on the play by Greenwood. 2nd down for Alexander. Ended up turning it up to be, I thought he got maybe a yard and a half, but it looks like he was right back to the line of scrimmage, Coach.
Yeah, Avon filled quickly. You know, it's tough as a coach when you're down 35-0. You want to get a points quickly, but you don't want to go for that home run ball. You got to kind of trust what got you to this position and hopefully pick up a few points here and there.
Here's a snap. And another handoff. They try to go up the middle, and they push the line, get a little penetration there. And this time able to pick up a few yards.
Fullback trap there with Devin Dean, which has been a big play for them. But, you know, and 5 yards is good. That puts them in a third and manageable position.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans, looking to pick up a first down as the clock continues to run. Approaching 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to be in the gun. Morrison at quarterback. Motion to the left side. Here's the play. Morrison keeps it. He runs to that side, trying to find some real estate, and he's taken down. In on the stop, number 51, Nolan Carr, on the last part of the tackle there for Avon. And
tell you, Coach Engler and Avon must have seen something from film, because they motion, every time they motion someone over, they have Devin Welch or Thomas Welch for Avon foul that motion over to bring an extra guy over to that spot, and they've been blowing everything up.
It's 4th down. They're late getting a substitution on the field as they getting the punt team ready here. And again, Alexander is going to give it right back to Avon. There's a snap. Punt is away. Nice punt. Takes a bounce, and it's going to roll right down, and the Trojans are going to touch it down at about the 41-yard line. And that's where Avon's going to set up shop again. They scored on the first drive of the second half and forced Alexander into a punt, and now they have the ball right back again.
Yeah, and Avon's been averaging 25 points a game, 150 points on offense this year, and to have 35 points already just halfway through the third in a championship game is pretty impressive.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line for the Braves. Snap goes to Bryce. Bryce with the handoff to Welch.
Did a good job with that. It looked like the timing on the motion was off on that. I thought it was going to be a mishandle on the handoff, but good job for Richard Bryce to surely get that off to Welch and that.
Kissel in on the stop for Alexander. 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 for Avon.
You know, and here's the situation Alexander's in. You don't want to give up another score, but you got to gamble a little bit and create something. So they're going to be sending some guys. I expect Devin Dean to come off the edge a little bit here on a blitz.
And they run right through it and get a big hole. There he goes. He's out to the races, to the 30, the 20, to the 10, down to the end zone and in for the touchdown. They saw it coming on the other side, Coach, and Welch was able to go right through the middle and score a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, and they had the right call defensively because he was running the other side. He just stuck his foot in the ground and cut back underneath to where Devin Dean was. But, you know, we were just talking about it. You got to take a gamble because your offense isn't creating points. You got to try to get the ball back. And great downfield blocking, but the speed of Thomas Welch, and once he gets that second level, he's off to the races.
So Avon looking to tack on the point after, and they're up and in, and 2 possessions and 14 points for Avon. And we have played 6. We have 6:24 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's Avon 42, Alexander nothing on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got up. He's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews, and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
Welcome back to Avon. It's 42-0 as the Braves lead. The Trojans. Back up on the return comes Alexander, and they're going to start with it past about the 27-yard line. Coach, unofficially, he has 3 touchdowns on the play.
Okay.
So three touchdowns for him, and he's continuing to pile on the score. So 42-0, the Braves lead it.
Yeah, Thomas Welch with 3 touchdowns. Richard Bryce has 2 passing, and then he had that quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
So pretty well balanced. Just keep trying to grind away. Alexander needs some positive points here.
All right, on the first play, it's given off to Braden Woods. He's able to pick up a couple yards on the play.
You know, we talked about it on the defensive side for Alexander. They got to try to gamble. At this point, Avon, they're gonna be more aggressive than usual, because if they give up a touchdown, they're not going to be as panicked given the score. So this is where you need some type of misdirection by Alexander, because they're coming pretty fearless and fast, Avon is, because right now they don't respect the pass.
Gain of 1 for the Trojans. Jay Morrison under center. 2nd down and 9. Morrison to the right, looks to pass. He throws, and it's incomplete.
So someone was on the wrong page, because he booted to the right, and to the left were both of his receivers. Jake Laney and Con Hollins were on this way. So I don't know if it was the receivers on the wrong page or the quarterback on the wrong page. So it's got to be intentional grounding, because there was no receiver over there, is my assumption.
Yep, penalty markers down. I think they're just discussing exactly where the ball will be placed. Yep, it is intentional grounding. A loss of down as well. And in high school, right, if you're, it doesn't matter if you're out of the pocket or not, right?
Right, it does not matter, and it's too bad that they weren't on the same page, because both receivers were wide open. But again, it could have been wide open because of the fact that the defense was going where the ball was, which was the other way.
Yeah. So 3rd down, 17 now for Alexander. After the intentional grounding penalty drives him back past about the 23-yard line.
And Nick Kramer's still on the sidelines. From this distance, it doesn't look like he's injured. But he's been their quarterback the whole season.
All right, Morrison under center. Makes the snap, gives it off to the back. Taken for a quick stop on the play by the Braves. Braden Woods was the ball carrier. Gain of about 1. It's 4th down and about 16 yards for Alexander, and the Trojans are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, you have to punt. Yes, it's 42-0, but you're down here. You don't want to give them the ball down here.
Punt is away. And it goes out of bounds and after about probably a 15-yard punt. So Avon's going to take back over again inside the 35-yard line. So a short field for the Braves here, up 42-0.
Well, I tell you, what I've been impressed by Avon is the fact that we mentioned it earlier. Richard Bryce has been the quarterback the last few weeks, but their starting quarterback goes down in a shortened season when you're trying to get them everything in offensively to be able to be in the finals and then to produce the offensive points you are today is impressive.
Here's a snap. They do a little trickery right there, and now he's going to break towards the end zone. He gets down inside the 10. So they faked to one side, then handed it off to Welch. Let's take a look at the replay. There's one, and then he pitched it. And then Welch had it and took it inside the 10. So Welch with another big gain on first down for Avon.
And that was that play they tried earlier that they fumbled on that we thought that it was going to be a big play had they not bobbled it. Nice play call because Alexander's gambling. They have to try to make a play, so they're coming a little bit harder.
So approaching 4 minutes. Braves no hurry now. 42-0.
Look for an outside zone here with Welch coming our way.
Welch to the left side. Here's the snap. There it is. Here's Welch up to try to get the middle, and he gets stopped on the play by Cole Dean. Nice job. Nice defense right there for Alexander.
That was a great job, Alexander, kind of stringing it out a little bit and not allowing that cutback. They set the edge very well over here. Dean came up and set the edge, so it forced him to cut back, and the linebackers were doing their job on the backside. I got to believe here they might do some type of motion here with Volpe and some eye candy and run that trap underneath.
Here we go. Second and goal. Yeah, second and goal for the Braves. He's back. He throws and is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Volpe.
Good coverage. Good coverage by Braden Woods on defense. I like the play call.
So now third and goal. Clock stopped at 3:04. It's turned out to be a pretty nice day today. The sun's shining, and it's a great day for football.
Oh, great day. Last night watching the games on TV, it was like watching a November sectional final.
It was. Here's a snap. It's handed right off to Welch, and he's tripped up before he's able to make it to the goal line. Stop short, and it's going to bring up a fourth down for Avon.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Carson Williams, lefty kicker, coming here and give it a go. He's done a great job this year kicking the ball. You know, and Eric Klein, I know we haven't seen him yet, and Alexander, 11th grader, 5'6", 150. He was 3 for 3 in field goals last week, which allowed them to win. He actually came to our showcase. He's been 5 for 5 field goals on the year, so he's a heck of a kicker. Unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to see him yet in the field. But I always like to recognize the kickers because they usually only get recognized when they do something wrong, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
We got two good kickers. To have them at the high school level on any team, let alone both of them, is pretty special.
So it's going to be a field goal opportunity after the timeout taken here in the late third quarter. Section 5 championship game. Both these teams great seasons, to get here, getting through all the stuff. And, we heard from the coaches earlier, and we were talking about this earlier, but, much different. The way you prepare, the way you move forward, the way you do things, however things have to go, and all the sports kind of mixing together at the same time. And, and now spring sports have started. So just so many different things and so many different distractions that could happen. And for both these teams to make it's quite an accomplishment in its own self.
Especially when you get to the small schools where a lot of them are playing multiple sports and spring sports at this time.
Here's a snap. It's given off, and it's a fumble. It was handed off to number 62, Lucas Finley. He fumbled on the play, and they're unable to convert on fourth down. So they don't attempt the field goal. Instead, they hand it off to the big man, number 62, Lindley. He fumbles it, and it's recovered by Alexander. So good job by the Trojans to hold the Braves out of the end zone.
And I like the fact that Coach Engler gave it to one of the big skill guys. People on the outside could look at his eyes trying to run up the score, and he isn't. I mean, you got a kicker who is a sure kicker, so that was a sure 3 points. So why not give it a kid that all he's done all year is block, and he never gets his name on the announcing when he's blocking for somebody that scores. And you give a kid like that that's a senior, yeah, he fumbled it, but he's going to remember that he had that opportunity as a senior to do that.
Absolutely. Alexander takes over in deep in their own territory, and on first down, it goes handoff to Braden Woods, and he's able to get a nice gain on first down for the Trojans. About gain of 9 on the play, 2nd down and 1.
Great run to start off with on that first play to get some positive yards here.
Nolan Clare able to get the stop for the Braves. 2nd down and 1. Ball's at the 13-yard line. There's a snap. It's a handoff up the middle. And Kalen by Braden Woods, and he's able to pick up a first down for the Trojans.
Nice first down, get some positivity here, and this would be great if they can drive right down and put some points on the board. Anticipate this counter probably coming to Woods.
Jay Morrison gets the snap. Hands it off to Connor Hollins, who's able to pick up a few yards for Alexander as we approach a minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
There's that fullback trap. They've done so well this whole year. And that's probably the first positive yards they've really had with it today.
2nd down and 3 now for the Trojans. Ball's at the 22-yard line, 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the snap. On the run. It's taken by Dean. And he's able to pick up a first down for Alexander. So back-to-back first downs for Alexander, and they're getting a little ball movement here.
It's great to see. I mean, Alexander only has 4 seniors on their offensive side of the ball. So, if they come out on the wrong end of the scoreboard after today, they got to be excited about what they have going into next year. And I think total they have 13 of their 22 starters coming back next year.
We're going to step aside at the end of 3 quarters. It's the Avon Braves 42, the Alexander Trojans nothing. The Trojans on the move. We'll be back with the 4th quarter in just a few minutes on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Are you settling for a boring live stream? Can't see the players' uniforms? No audio? Camera not following the action? Consider a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Our announcers help tell the story of your game.
Goes McCarthy. He's got. Oh, he's in. Touchdown, Farmingdale.
We feature multiple camera angles, guaranteed to capture all the action.
Touchdown, Oceanside.
Plus added features like graphics, instant replay.
Yeah, the shooters are going to shoot here at Bethpage, and one of many threes on the day.
Interviews and more. It's your time to shine. And with Varsity Media, now you can. Contact us today and book a live stream broadcast with Varsity Media. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
All right. Welcome back to Avon. One more quarter to go in the Class D championship game. Sam Schreier, Coach Dave Marine with you. 42-0 Avon. Alexander on the move. They just picked up a first down, and they continue their drive. Handoff on first down to Braden Woods, and he's bottled up by number 52 on the play, Evan Maston, who gets the stop for the Braves on that play.
And as I was talking about Alexander returning 7 of their 4 starters, or 7 of 11 starters on offense next year, what's impressive with Avon is they only have 3 seniors on their defense. Avon does. So, they're going to return eight guys on defense next year. They lose seven on the offense side, which obviously pretty special playmakers. But both programs would be great shape in the future.
In the eye. Here's the snap. He's going to rolls to the right side, and he'll keep it himself. Morrison. He's tackled on the play by number 74 for Avon, Shane Ellsworth. He gets a stop on the play, and Morrison able to pick up a few yards on that one.
Nice play by Jay Morrison, selling the toss the other way and keeping it to the short side of the field. Nice run.
So it's going to be third down and about 4.5 from the 33-yard line. And let's Alexander trying to continue this drive. They've picked up a few first downs already. Morrison under center in the I formation. And a flag on the play.
It looks like movement by their fullback, Devin Dean, there.
Yeah, I saw him jump a little bit there. Yep.
And I didn't know if they were going to call it because he has the opportunity to get reset. But he moved pretty drastically that they had to call it.
So I'll take him back about 5 yards. Be third down and 8.5 for Alexander. There's the snap. Taking on the toss. Tries to cut it on the right side, and he's blown up in the backfield. Good defensive play for the Braves. Let's take a look again here. Yep, he throws the toss, and right before he's going to cut it, boom. Good tackle right there for Avon.
Yeah, Anthony Woodworth, great tackle. Buzzed his feet, broke down, turned him back inside, and made the tackle.
So no gain on the play. Fourth down and 9, and now the Trojans are going to have to punt it away. So they pick up a few first downs, and then their drive stalls out. So good job again for the Avon defense, who's done a lot of things right today. And they'll get the ball at about the 40-yard. They get the ball about midfield, Coach.
Yeah, we talk about the playmakers on offense, and yes, they've put up 42 points because of what they've done, but their defense is solid. And the scary thing is they return 8 of their 11 starters next year. They just tackle in the open field well. The old saying is, the team that blocks the best and tackles the best usually is going to win. And that's no more apparent defensively. And the reality is Avon hasn't, if I'm correct here on their defense, they have not created one fumble recovery, and they've only had 6 interceptions defensively. And it just shows you how well they must tackle.
Right. All right, here we go. Still, it's going to be a direct snap to Welch, but Welch is actually hands it off. Gives the handoff to number 30, Wade, who picks up a gain on first down. So good play by Welch right there. Handed off to Wade. Gains 3 on that play. Braves starting to sub some guys in, both teams trying to get some other guys an opportunity to play here.
Oh, it's great, especially Wade being an 11th grader, and you're losing Welch next year. You want to get some guys some experience, and no better way than get game experience in a sectional championship game.
Here's the snap. It's given again to Wade. And he's stopped in the backfield by Devin Dean. Brings him back there for a sizable loss for Avon.
Devin Dean has been tremendous all year long on the defensive side. And I know he's been frustrated today, but the kid has a great motor, and he lays it all out there every single play defensively.
Third down and 13 for the Braves. Intent on running some clock before getting the play off. Taking their time here. Now takes a look at his wristband. Welch in at quarterback.
Going to be a delay of game.
And there's the flags. And they get, you going to get them for 5 yards, Coach? Or did they get a timeout in?
Not sure if it looks like they might not have. Obviously Coach is trying to work it to the last second down there. But, you've got Welch and the running back there that doesn't know where he needs to be consistently just because he doesn't get the reps. So.
Yep. So we'll take him back 5 yards. They're down 18 for Avon. And again, taking their time as the clock continues to run. The play gets in now. They check their wristbands. Welch in at quarterback in the gun. Back Wade. Well, Welch is going to keep it himself, and he gets towards midfield, and he's brought down there by number 51, Stu Ulrich.
Nice tackle by Stu Ulrich on that.
So it'll be 4th down and 16. Ball's at the 44-yard line. And the Braves in punt formation.
First time today, I think, correct?
I think you're right. Yeah, because they went 4 on 4 before, yep. Punt is off. And it's down by the 21-yard line. So that's where Alexander will set up shop. 6:04 to go. 4th quarter. And it's Alexander possession.
Well, we talk a lot about the small skilled guys and, lineman for Alexander, the center, number 56, Matthew Jason, 5'8", 225. He's really been a leader of the line. I know they haven't had the best day they would like offensively, but he's just done a tremendous job leading his line this year.
Avon definitely had a focused game plan, what they wanted to do today, and they've, for most part of the game, they've executed everything. They've done pretty much what they wanted to do today.
I agree, 100%.
There's a snap, Morrison. He hands it off to number 2. Yep. Number 5, I'm sorry. Braden Woods. Woods able to get stopped in the backfield.
Nolan Clare.
Hard, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And that that young man's a 10th grader.
Big boy.
6 foot 250, 10th grader.
2nd down and 11 for Alexander.
He read that counter and filled that open hole quick.
Here's a snap. Direct snap. Quarterback keeps it. Taken by Morrison. And he's able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So he gains about 2 yards on the play. 3 yards on the play. 3rd down and about 8.
Now, being on the far hash, they got to be bringing something back this way, whether that's that boot that they tried earlier. They weren't on the same page, maybe hitting a tight end out of the backfield or just running the counter this way. Looks like they put Dean in the tailback spot.
Morrison on the snap. He throws across his body. Nice play. It's completed. And it's complete to number 7, Jacob Laney. But it's going to be stopped short of a 1st down. Clock continues to run after the completed pass.
Yeah, and Jacob Laney's had 7 catches this year, 68 yards and a touchdown. He's been a nice kid to go to keep them honest. Thinking you give it to Devin Dean here. Up the gut, maybe on that fullback trap.
They do. It's taken right directly to Morrison, and Morrison gets a first down.
That was
So
nice. They needed it.
So Alexander stays on the field. They continue their drive. Clock at 3:30.
Looks like Alexander's doing some subbing with their O-line now. And, you know, you want to be a competitor, but with 3 minutes left and the score the way it is, you give these kids who've worked just as hard in the practice the whole season an opportunity to get on the field in a championship game.
Morrison still under center. Here's a snap. It's handed off. Taken by Braden Woods, who cuts down the left side. He's crossed midfield, crossed the 40 and out of bounds. That's a big gain right there for the Trojans. Good job.
Nice run by Braden Woods. He's done a tremendous job for them this year. 524 yards, 6.9 yards a carry, and 4 touchdowns. 6'2", 170.
So Alexander on in Avon territory now at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. He went out of bounds, and we're at 2:55. See if Alexander can get some points here before the end.
That'd be great to see him punch one in here.
Yep. Here's a snap. Back to pass. Up in the air, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver number 4, Jackson Staba.
Great effort by Jackson to lay out and go for that.
2nd down and 10 for the Trojans at the 35-yard line. Morrison takes the snap. He hands it off to the fullback, Dean. Dean racing through the defense. He's able to pick up a sizable gain on 1st down, and they are able to get inside the 20, take it all the way down to about the 15-yard line, and 1st down Alexander.
Good run by Devin Dean in that fullback trap they've been running all season long.
So 1st and 10, approaching 2 minutes to go. Morrison takes the snap. Hand off again to Devin Dean, who goes to the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Alexander.
Good for him. He deserved it. He's worked hard all season long, all day long, and hats off to Alexander to keep fighting right to the end.
Nice job. They gave it to the fullback twice on that, right at the end there, and he's able to get in for the score, and Alexander is now on the board. It's 42-6. And a good kicker for them, Eric Klein. 3 field goals last week.
Yeah, 5 for 5 on the year with field goals. It's got a great foot.
It's up and good, and Alexander with a touchdown with 2:09, and they're on the board. It's 42-7 Avon. So good to see the Trojans get in here before the end. And we'll be right back with the conclusion of today's game on the Varsity Media Sports Network. All right, we are back at Avon, and Coach, the Braves have pretty much done a great job today, and but Alexander on this last drive, nice to see them move the ball down the field, sustain the drive, and then punch it in for 7.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously Avon subbed some guys in, but Alexander was subbing guys in too. And it's exciting to see them punching, especially for a senior like Devin Dean. And I suspect here you're going to see an onside kick. Avon's kind of preparing for that, and why not? Let's try to get the ball back and try to score again. And Klein, who's a heck of a kicker, has got the talent to pretty much place it where he wants.
The thought would be if Avon recovers, they should pretty much be able to run out the clock. But let's see what happens. Here it comes, and actually, they kick it pretty. They do not kick it on sides, and they're able to field it at about the 25, and then he's brought down about the 34-yard line.
And right there, Sam, is a classic case of mutual respect with Coach Sawyer and Coach Engler to say, you know, we're waved up the white flag. Let's just make sure everybody gets out of here healthy, especially when a lot of these kids are probably already 2 weeks into their spring season already.
Right. So let's see what Avon does here on first down. Again, at quarterback, it's going to be Welch. Hands it off to the back. Looks like in at back now. Is that 52? Yeah, number 52. Evan Maston is the running back for the Braves.
Yeah, 10th grader, 5'9", 150. It's nice to see some of these linemen carry the ball. They work so hard up front.
So a gain of 2 on first down, second down and 8. And again, the Braves taking their time. Welch takes the snap, hands it right off, and
looks like it's going to be Alexander's ball.
Yeah, wow, it's a fumble on the play, right?
Yeah,
fumble on the play, and Alexander recovers. So good defensive play for Alexander.
Great job. I think they created 6 fumbles this year, and great opportunity there for them maybe to try to get another point or 2 on the board here.
So they're going to start inside the 30-yard line. Is the Alexander Trojans with 1:15 to go in the fourth quarter. They scored the last time they had it. Let's see what they do here. And at quarterback Morrison. Morrison to pass. Rolls to his right, eludes the tackle. Now another one comes in, and he's taken down. He got through the first tackle, but he couldn't avoid Cole Dean, who takes him down. And sack there for Avon.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get rid of it in time. Jackson Staba was open early, but I think he was trying to look downfield for the home run.
So at the 37-yard line, second and long for the Trojans. 33 seconds to go. Here's the snap. Given to the back there.
Yeah,
taken by number 8, Townley.
Townley, yes, 10th grader, 5'6", 135.
So a gain of about 12 on the play. Third down and 7. Here's a snap. Taken by Morrison, who keeps it. He's brought down, and that's the last play of the game. And with that, the Avon Braves have won the Class D Section 5 championship. Lots of hugs on the sidelines. Coach Engler getting congratulations, and they deserved it today, Coach. A pretty much dominant effort from beginning to end here.
Definitely well-deserved. They were well-prepared offensively and defensively right from the get-go. Just did a tremendous job. But hats off to Alexander for a great season. And you know what? To the seniors, hats off to them. They keep their heads up because at one point we never thought we would have football. So for them to be able to be grateful to just have an opportunity to play this spring is a win in itself.
Well, we're going to head down to the field, and we'll just keep it here for a minute and take a look at the presentation of the trophy here. Let's see what's going on. But great work today by the Avon Braves, and good effort for Alexander there, especially to play to the end there, get a score. It's good for them to do that, and heck of a season for both teams. Avon does end up beating Alexander twice in the season, and both teams in the pandemic last season definitely deserve to be here for sure.
Yeah, and and it's always tough to beat somebody twice in a season, let alone once. Very impressive, dominating job by Avon, and I know how hard and how much it hurts right now, Alexander being on the same field, knowing that somebody else is getting the block, because I've been there, unfortunately. But they'll look back at this day and this year and realize how much they accomplished to get to the championship game in a normal year is a challenge in itself, but to do it in a pandemic, hats off to them. Hats off to all our leaders in Section 5 that helped to make this possible this year.
All right, we'll listen to the announcements here, and as they present the MVPs and the trophy winner, and we'll walk it through this year as Avon gets the championship. Got to take the packaging off the block, Coach.
Right.
Here comes the table.
As we are getting the award set, how about a hand for both teams on a great season? We would also like to thank all fans, officials, game day workers, and administrators for their work to make this season happen. Thank you to sponsors for their continued support this spring football season. Connors and Ferris, Lattimore Physical Therapy, G&G Fitness, and Penfield Trophies. All of the coaches, captains, and players to receive their championship medals, shields, and box of championship t-shirts for the coach to pass out post-game. Congratulations to both teams, and congratulations to Avon on being
Let's come back.
Class D.
All right, we are back, and hey, congratulations, Coach. You know that the MVP. Tell a story about him.
Yeah, Richard Bryce. So he's starting JV quarterback, comes up 2 weeks ago, throws 4 interceptions, 2 back to the house, turns around now he pretty much takes over as the starter and throws for 2 touchdowns and runs within in the sectional championship and ends with the MVP. That's pretty impressive for that young man, and hats off to the coaching staff to have him prepared mentally too.
Well, once again, congratulations to the Avon Braves. They win the Class D championship game here today in a home game over the Alexander Trojans. Final score, Avon 42, Alexander 7. Coach Marine, it was a pleasure doing the broadcast with you today, sir. It was enjoyable. Always great to have the knowledge and have you along for the broadcast, so thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Definitely a pleasure, and look forward to continuing with you tonight at 7 o'clock for the Class B game.
Got another one. Batavia and HFL coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. Ladies, thank you so much again for everybody at Varsity Media. My name's Sam Schreier. We will see you on down the road. You've been watching the Class D Championship game on the Varsity Media Sports Network.